Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm very sorry that this video is late. It is Thrifty Thursday, but it is not Thursday. Today's Saturday. I've had some stuff come up recently that prevented me from getting it out on time, and I apologize for that. As you probably have noticed, most of my videos are filmed outside, and it's been raining for the past several days, so I'm hopefully going to be able to get through this and get it done today. I'm also having a little difficulty with my asthma right now. I've had several attacks today already, so I'm gonna have to make sure I talk very calmly today and just try to control my breathing. And I've also got migraine fog going on. I've had a migraine for a couple days now, and I'm out of medications. I'm gonna go ahead and link that video to this one. I'm doing a migraine journal right now. Hopefully with that it'll kind of explain a little bit more about what's been going on the past several days. That's not what this video is about. This video is for fun. So let's get right into it. If you like this video, Thrifty Thursdays, please give it a thumbs up. And also don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell if you haven't done so already. Okay, so today's Thrifty Thursday is at one of my other favorite thrift stores called the Goodwill. You can find Goodwills throughout the country. I'm not sure how great they are with where the money goes that that you spend there is spent, like how much goes to their employees, how much goes to getting veterans jobs and stuff like that, and helping homeless people, etc., etc. But they still have some neat things there, and I like to shop there. So before we get into the good part of the video where I go through the store and show you my great finds there, one of my favorite things about this store is the organization. When I went in, it was really early in the morning. I had gone to a doctor's appointment, so it was before 10 o'clock before I got there. They hadn't really been shopped through that much. So while this store is always very organized and categorized, it was really, really good this last time I went around. So like most thrift stores, they put a lot of their interesting finds in the window, and they also put the nicer stuff in glass cases so that you'll be tempted to go look at those things. And I did find some great things this time around there. One of my absolute favorite things about this store is the selection that they normally have of mirrors. A lot of my own mirrors did come from this store. And I did find quite a few on this visit. You'll see a little bit later on. I also like the shoes. Somebody at the store who donates at this store, or a lot of people who donate to this store, really, really like shoes and designer bags and stuff. So I find a lot of interesting shoes and stuff at this store. Let's get into it without further ado. I found some great paintings at this store. I had some fabulous zebras going on with flat feather plumes there. I don't know what I'd call this one, Greek maybe. The thing with this one that drew me in was everything that's going on down there at the bottom. You've got these great big columns going on here, and then down here at the bottom you see some dogs and some people interacting, and that's the part of this painting that I really, really liked. There was also a cute little painting of Disney princesses if you've got a little girl in your life that you wanted to get something for, but you didn't have a lot of money to spend on. I was about to get ahead of myself there for a sec. A couple of other paintings that I found in here was this cute little dog here. This is obviously somebody's art, and it's a good little piece of artwork. Somebody probably grew up, moved on. Maybe somebody passed, I don't know, but there it is. This one was pretty nifty with the Asian script here. I am from California, and I am not very well versed in the world, so I could not tell you exactly where this painting comes from. Next, we come to this cage here. I have found a lot of my mirrors here. If we go through it a little bit, you will see a Matilda Bay mirror. I don't have anything like that in my house. I don't really have tacky kind of advertising mirrors yet. I haven't started that anywhere, and I don't know that I ever will. Going a little bit further though, you see this lovely flower mirror. This one was really nice, but it's too big for what I've got going on in my house right now. This entryway mirror was really, really cool. I love this piece right here. Unfortunately, it's not going to fit in my house anywhere. I don't have a large entryway, and I've got a closet, that, you know, coat closet right by the door, so I don't have any spot for it. Oh well. Moving on, this elephant mirror here, I am drawn to a lot of elephant stuff, just so you guys know, because my mother collects elephants. This elephant mirror was really, really cool. It seemed kind of lightweight though. I would love to put something like this maybe in my backyard or a bathroom. It would probably be pretty good in a bathroom. Like I said, it seems pretty lightweight, so if it's outside it might get damaged too easily. I did find this small mirror right here that I really wanted to get. It wasn't very expensive, and I feel like this piece right here could go in my house. Actually, I think I might go back and see if it's still there. I do like that it has this little shelf there. I've got some masks going on in my mirror hallway right now. So putting a cute little, or creepy, I should say, little figurine would really suit my style with this mirror here. I did find this giant sun and moon mirror. Again, this is another outdoor one, but it was really expensive. There was no way that was coming home with me for $40. It's very nice though. I liked it, but not for 40 bucks. Okay, next up right here is a frame end. I didn't find anything interesting this time around. Usually I find a lot of really good mirrors, and sometimes some older, really sturdy looking antique frames that have weird pictures in them. A lot of those have made it into my haul of mirrors. I will show that to you soon. Some of the mirrors I did pay full price for, and I use quotation marks there because I worked at a craft store for a while, and I had an employee discount that was 30% off, and that 30% off was taken on top of discounts that are already going on. So if something was 60% off or 70% off, I'd get that 70% off plus an additional 30. So these items ended up being pretty cheap when all was said and done. But anyway, moving on, I didn't find anything cool here this time around, but you get what you get. Sometimes you get really lucky, sometimes you don't. Like I had said earlier in the video, they put a lot of their interesting finds in glass cases so that you'll be more drawn to them and really want to take a better look at them. This little silver dish here looks like it is in really good condition. It looks like it was very well cared for. Down a little bit further, I came across this awesome Batman silver buckle. Yeah, I like old school Batman. I'm a real fan of Michael Keaton Batman. All of the newer stuff really doesn't do it for me. It's nice to watch the villains evolve and stuff, but really, how many Jokers do we need? How many Batmans do we need? It's gotta stop, guys. Give it up. Anyway, little rant there. This fork bracelet here, this is pretty cool. I just saw this here in, I think I was at the thrift store and I saw this before I saw it in Hemlock Grove. The cousin, the gypsy who was psychic, she wore a bracelet that was really similar to it towards the end. That doesn't give too much away, but the show's been out for a really long time. You should know it by now. Anyway, I thought that bracelet was pretty cool. I like the way it's twisted around like that. I also came across some really old looking trolls. I didn't want to get anybody's attention to have them open up the case and move stuff around for me, but these trolls are very obviously old. They look like they could be from the 70s or 80s. It's pretty cool. There's also this cool little bunny bank. I have an old Uncle Sam bank. I inherited it from my uncle who passed several years ago. He gave it to me when I was a kid before he moved out of our house. When I was growing up, our uncles lived in the same house as we did, and it was pretty awesome. We got 3 uncles, so we had 3 male experiences in the house. It was a pretty cool childhood. Moving on, this thrift store had a lot of great figures on display. for me, they're kind of creepy. They're really decorative and there's a lot of detail going on. I've seen a lot of stuff on Pinterest where you can take figures like this and just alter the painting on them to make them look a little bit more creepy so that you can have a Halloween village. Older ladies like the ones that I came across here would make pretty cool witches, you gotta admit it. Moving on, this radio here, this was awesome. I forget how much it was. I believe it was under $20. I want to say it was like $11.99 or $12.99. It said as is on it. I don't know what that meant. It had no further explanation beyond that. All I could see was that there was a little bit of chipping on the top. It had a plug. I don't know if it still works or not, but I mean, it's a great collector's piece if someone's looking for something like that. Moving on, again, like I said, elephant lights. Mother would love this one. She also collects teapots. Teapot light. That was pretty cool. This shelf over here has a lot of candle holders. Candle holders are great for Halloween. I found a lot that have made pretty great decorations. We get black candles and just let them drip down onto the candle holders for a little bit. That way it looks creepier. This is probably something that's really bad for me, but we've got our Halloween candle holders with the candles in them and the wax dripping down out all year long. So the longer that we leave them out, the more aged they become, and they're starting to look pretty cool at this point. Down at the end, I couldn't tell what that was. It was either a surfboard or a skim board. It looks like it's made out of just wood, so it's really lightweight and thin. That's what makes me think that it's not really a surfboard. It could just be made for decoration, which would explain the lovely design on it, but I'm not a surfer, unfortunately, which is kind of stupid because I've grown up near the beach my whole entire life. Anyway, it is what it is.
So I completely forgot to do a voiceover for these baskets. They can be pretty expensive in a craft store, but in a thrift store, they're usually about $2. You really luck out finding these in thrift stores.
I came across this weather dial here. This is pretty cool. It's something that I might have wanted in my own home, but I'm kind of on a mission right now to have a good sized haul from each of these 3 thrift stores that I'm visiting to spend less than $20, and this right here would have cost too much for me to get other stuff, so I left it alone. There was this iHome radio. I don't know how much something like that would typically cost. It was only $6 here, but I don't know. If it works, great. I don't do iProducts though. I think they're too exclusive, and I don't shop exclusivity. Here you can see a whole lot of reasonably priced silver servingware. Most of this stuff would be pretty expensive to, originally, but I think nothing over here is more than like $10. A little bit of polish on a lot of this stuff and it'll look really, really great. And people might think you inherited some great antiques or just have great old style. Could be fun. This next up item right here, I'm sorry, Teresa, but I didn't check the price. My sister would love these. She's really into books, and book-shaped bookends would probably go in her home pretty good. Moving along, lovely basket of wigs. You can find anything you need in a thrift store. These eyelashes, though, I don't know if I would trust $1.99 eyelashes. They are probably expired. The adhesive might irritate your eyes, and this packaging is looking really old. Here you see a whole lot of figures. I love sections like this just to find interesting things, and I did find a lot this time. These coconut head banks were pretty cool for $3.99. There's a phone number on the bottom of it. I haven't checked it myself to see if it's still working. Maybe you want to get one of these for yourself. Call that phone number and see if they're still available, if the manufacturer's still making them. This surfer kind of weird serving bowl was up front with all of the cute summer stuff. It's pretty cool. Put some dip in there. Maybe some cheese dip and some cheese or some chips. Could be fun. This baby right here, its mouth tripped me out. I couldn't tell that it was pointing up because it like doesn't have any color right there. So its pudgy cheeks made it look like it was frowning to me at first. So that kind of creeped me out a little bit. It's cute, I guess. Leprechauns. They're cute, aren't they? I don't care how creepy you might think they are. They're cute. Don't deny it. And Barbie clock. Okay, moving on to this next section of clips right here, you'll see what I mean about the organization. They've got every single color available organized into sections like this. I only filmed some of the ones that I was more drawn to this time around. Teapots, teapots, teapots in any color you want, moving through this section. Yeah, teapots and colored teapots. And more serving dishes. Those are always handy. And they're only a few bucks here, so you may as well if you don't want to spend 20 bucks on a nice serving dish for one party. In the clear section, I found a Coke cup. I'm into Coke cups, and I have a lot of them, and this one holds a lot of Coke, so woohoo! Anyway, I didn't really spend a whole lot of time in the clothing section this time around. I did find some interesting pieces. There were a couple of lovely, shiny wedding dresses. I wouldn't buy a wedding dress that I was actually going to use at a thrift store. You might. There's nothing wrong with that. Some of them have a couple of stains. Take them to the dry cleaner and that can go away. But I bought two wedding dresses, I think, at a thrift store, and both of them were bought for Halloween purposes. So yeah. And then I also found this really, really weird dress that is made out of the same material as a wetsuit. It confused me. Yeah, no. The store also has a nice selection of purses, and they are really lovely organized. I found this cute little number for just $2.99. Personally, I can't see myself using something like this on a regular basis as my bag per se, but yeah, I can see it as a little planter for some cute little something in my garden. So that one was $2.99, and then this other one here was a black suede one with some nice metal studs on it. That was $12.99. Huge price difference there. Anyway, it's up to you whether you want to buy something like that or not. And now moving into my shoes section. Everything is really nice and color coordinated here, as you can see. So you can find pretty much anything you want. This first pair right here, this was a nice blue wedge. The buckle was kind of weird, so it wasn't really super interesting to me. I couldn't tell that it was going to work properly on my foot, and it didn't really fit right either, so oh well. This blue peep toe guy here was pretty cool. The wear on it's not too bad. Unfortunately for me, I can't wear something like that. The heel on that is just way too big for me and too pointy. It would kill my feet really fast. Next were these weird wow. I missed the voiceover part for that weird boot. That was a long time ago. Same thing with this leopard print pair over here. I really like this pair. It was the right size, but again, I could not wear something like that for more than like 5 minutes standing up without being in severe pain. Like I said, someone must have a shoe fetish. There's some Steve Madden here. There's tons of Jessica Simpson all over the place in here. There's a lot of Aldi. And they also just have a lot of cute shoes to pick from also. These lacy wedge sandals were really cute, and they were just my size. I liked them. These brown snakeskin were pretty cool. I think they were too small. I didn't even try them on. These rainbow polka dot shoes. Looking for some fun? Are you young? You want to relive your glory days? Try these ones on. You'll have a great time. I guarantee it. Yeah. Floral print combat boots. No, not my style. Quality wasn't there. They're really, really lightweight. Nah. I think they were my size, but there was no way I was going to try them on. No. These pink ones, on the other hand, these were really cute, and I did like them. They said they were my size, but they were a tiny bit too big, and I didn't want to put up with that, so, no. These laser cut boots were kind of cool if you can put up with a stiletto. And of course, like I said, they put all of their great stuff at the front so that you'll have to inquire about it. Okay, so this guitar was right up at the front when I was checking out. It was $24.99. I wasn't going to pay that for it, but it was still an interesting find. It looks like it was handmade. The strings on it did work. It carried a bit of a tune. It's got adjuster things on the back. I don't play guitar. I have no idea what they're called. It worked, so it was cool. And that brings this video to a conclusion. The next thrift store that I will be visiting is Brother Benno's. It's actually just a couple stores down from the one that we visited this week. Brother Benno's is a great place to find a lot of furniture. I think that's one thing that they do very well there. They get a lot of antiques in that store. Hopefully when I go in, I'll find some great stuff. I know I do have some footage from prior visits to that store where they had some really great items. So hopefully I'll be able to get those in there. After these 3 videos are done, I will do the haul video for these 3. I ended up spending 16 something at Goodwill, so I spent a little bit more at Goodwill than I did at the DAV. I ended up getting I think 1 item less than I got at the DAV also, so the Goodwill has a tendency to be a little bit higher priced. DAV does really good with porcelain dolls. They're usually very reasonably priced, especially considering what condition they're in. Goodwill is great for name brands. I found a pair of Michael Kors jeans, I believe, for $8. That was absolutely my favorite find. They fit me perfectly at the time that I bought them. I've put 25 pounds on since I bought those jeans, and they don't fit me, unfortunately. I still have them though, and I would really, really love to be able to get back down to that weight and wear those jeans again because they were really great. Anyway, so after those 3 are done, I would like to go with one of my buddies to a town probably about 20 miles away from here. They're a more rustic town, and I've never really gone thrift shopping there. It's more of a laid-back community, very hippie kind of area. So I'm expecting to find some really neat things there. It'll be more country themed probably, and I'm expecting to find some more weird items when I go there. So hopefully that'll be great. I'll catch you later. See you next time. Bye-bye. I need to stop saying because it's gonna get really annoying, isn't it? Hang on, airplane. Excuse me. Moving on. Allergies. Now, moving on. Oh my gosh, hang on. Oh shit. Hang on, I'm gonna cough again. This asthma is killing me today. Crap. I'm gonna cough again. Shit. God, no more. Hang on. God damn this asthma. Whew.